Wood. Muscular approach does pay off here. Taremi. Lovely feed, he is such a good mover. And can he finish it? Just wouldn't sit for him.
Yeah, quick thinking and the right choice for me, but that was difficult to get right.
Vauxhall, played towards the front line. And here's Taremi. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Is onto it in a flash. Well read, nice interception. Oh, played right into his path. Oh, sweet feet. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Aim forwards. Vauxhall is there, and he can get that clear. Takachi. Vauxhall. Thomas. Vauxhall, gently done. Takachi. Oh, played through for the wide man. Vauxhall. That's a promising run he's making on the right. Brilliantly cut out. And it's played forward. Now it's Taremi.
The best counter-attacks are pacey and incisive, we know that, and that one never really got going.
Moved on forwards, now it's Wood, and it's lofted through here, and he's picked out the run. Great chance! Great chance there, first of the game.
Well, there's always that risk, Peter, when a team commits too many numbers forward. You can't help but leave some gaps at the back.
Wu plays it short. Oh, nice touch. Well, it's gone out again, and so we'll have a repeat corner. Decent chance! A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary.
I think that's great defending. He just made sure he was in the right place to block it. I bet you the keeper's very relieved.
Gets a foot in here. Vauxhall forwards and with intent. Gets good distance on it. Ball is over the line. Played into the middle. Well, we expected better, and so did he. It's a quick ball upfield. Well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Thomas. Boxall. That's really well manoeuvred. Thomas. Akachi. Cross goes in there. Ball's over the line, and it is a corner. That has been knocked clear. That looks a good ball through. Very nicely done. Akachi. Wood. Calmly anticipates. Oh, can he get onto this? Taremi. Now it's Taremi! Thomas. Rue.
Yeah, that'll be a test for that defence, but I'd like my players to keep mixing it up if I was in that position, you know, and not become predictable. They've got to avoid that.
Oh, it's a searing run. He is a man on a mission.
I wouldn't fancy playing up front.
Real chance! Oh, this is a great position. Taremi!
Iran definitely are on top of things in these early stages, Peter. If this is how they intend to go on, I think the opposition might see some trouble.
Thomas. I wonder what you've seen, Jim, over the early moments of the game.
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
He is through here. Now it's Wood. Out to the right. Rue with the cross. Moved on forwards. Wood. And a chance! Clears it away. Played out to the right. Rue with the cross. No, that's not going to find its target. Thomas. Oh, what a climb! That needed to be better, and he knows it.
That's good play. Plenty of targets in the penalty area and plenty of movement too.
Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick. Long ball by the goalkeeper. Taremi, lobbed in behind. Rue. Nil-nil still. No lack of chances, though.
Yeah, the tempo is strong and the game has flair and lots of potential for me.
It's an inviting-looking ball, that. Boxall. Quarter of an hour played. Rue. Oh, that's a clever-looking ball. That's a cute ball. And he has been fouled there. And he's had a shot! Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Turns and goes back. He can get that clear. Boxall forwards and with intent. Now here's the delivery. And it's hoisted clear. Now who's going to be first to this? And it's played forward. Wins the duel this time. Can he spark a counter here? And here's Taremi. That is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Boxall is there, and he can get that clear. The referee's awarded a free kick. Chance for a shot! Can he stop it going out? Rue, gently done. Well, that's beautifully weighted. No, not quite on the same wavelength. Crossed into the middle. And out it comes again. That's a throw. Climbs up big!
Will be livid with himself.
Look, we've all been there. Nothing will make him feel much better at the moment.
Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep.
Aim forwards.
Wood, and he's certainly onside here. Tries to get it clear. And that's surely a foul, free kick. Well, you might think he got off lightly, it is just a verbal warning. That has been knocked clear. Moved on forwards. He's found some space.
They've certainly set out to cause a problem or two down that left flank. Look, it's the width that's providing this momentum, and they look set to further exploit. Really aren't convincing right now. It has to start in defence, but the whole team needs a wake-up call.
Roux chips it through. That is lovely. Wood. Oh, cracking ball. Oh, the ball's come loose here. Fair attempt, just the wrong outcome.
Well, even for him, that may have been a touch ambitious.
And he's there to clear it. And it's played forward. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Taremi. Great defending, strong and determined. Wood, forwards and with intent. The ball is loose and the chase is on. Hoisted upfield by the keeper. That's really well manoeuvred. It's over the line, and that'll be a goal kick. Spread out to the left. Roux cuts it out. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Iran clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Aim forwards.
Akachi. Moved on forwards. Out of play for a throw. Ah, good steal, he just read it. Wood. Oh, good spread. Now it's Wood. Tries a shot!
That could so easily have been different.
Oh, good spread. Roux with the cross. Crossed in again. And they've got a throw. Out to the right.
Well, that was inventive and speculative, but the thought process was a little slicker than the attempt.
Thomas gets it clear. And it's played forward. And it's hoisted clear. Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one. Tries a deft little ball. Played into space out wide. It's all a little short of forward momentum, lacking thrust. That's really well manoeuvred. Kakachi shifted upfield. Boxall. Roux. He's in plenty of space here. Nice interception, well timed. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
New Zealand clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Over to the left, and there's his chance to lead the counter. Kakachi pings in across. There's a probing ball, oh, nicely intercepted. Thomas. Kakachi. Hit into the middle. He wants to keep his ball. Boxall with the clearance. Thomas. Forward it goes. Taremi played out to the left flank. Kakachi. Boxall. 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 Thomas. Kakachi. Thomas. Wood. Wood! Definitely away. Aim forwards. He steps in, and that's the end of that. Thomas. 0-0, but nevertheless a very decent game. Oh, can he get onto this? Now that's well seen too. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. A chance to play it in. The movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Wood. So, what can they make of this? Taremi. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Wu forwards and with intent. Oh, he's found support out wide. Lovely bit of skill. Aimed in, chance! Couldn't quite control it.
Well, you see what a difference it makes to have so many runners into the box. Makes life so much harder for that defence.
Out to the left it goes. And that's a good ball. Over to the left. That's a fabulous ball. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal. And it had to be. Wu gets across to intercept that. Can he latch on to this? It's a mighty effort! Oh, shooting chance! He's scored! With half-time at hand! Perfect timing! And that is a goal worthy of universal appreciation. Even the opposing fans have to recognise the quality there.
Oh, it was a real beauty, Peter, and while many might have just lashed out at it, he took his time and he put it where very few can.
New Zealand have taken the lead.
Well, I think the next 5 to 10 minutes will call for real focus as the opposition will inevitably react.
Moved on forwards. A real chance! I think that's offside. Yes, it is.
is offering some sort of an apology there.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Rude. He's in plenty of space here. There's the header! Didn't quite get enough on that.
Oh, this was all about good movement in the box just to allow him to get to it.
And that's aimed into the middle. Nakachi can get it clear. And it's played forward. Thomas. Decent progress down the left. Thomas. Nakachi. Moved on forwards. And he's heaved it away. Now it's Taremi, clipped into space. He's got away. That is good defending. It's been repelled. What a throw in. Time and again they are repelled.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Nakachi. Wood. Thomas, spread out to the left. And that's a date. Wood! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
That's really well manoeuvred. Aim forwards. That's tidy. And he shoots! That's a half-decent try.
Yeah, that's a decent try when you consider the range.
Wood. Wood played out towards the right wing. So who's he picking out? Chooses to go back. That's really well manoeuvred. That'll be the last act of the first half. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break.
Well, for me, Peter, things have never really got going, but at least this will be a good time to reflect and regroup. I can see a few changes coming, because whatever they've been doing, it just hasn't gelled.
And we are back on the way.
Iran really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
Thomas. He's in a good position here. Boxall, some resolute defending there. Rue. Rue. That's good play. Played into the middle. Oh, smashing header! And the header is disappointing in the end.
Yeah, some good movement inside the box. No shortage of targets here.
That's a foul. Simple decision for the referee. And the wall's done its job. Might be danger here. Forward tracking back like that, always appreciated by the crowd.
Yeah, listen, we often get critical of a forward's tackle, but that was squeaky clean.
Driven forward, and he cuts out the supply. Thomas. It's a threatening ball. Aim forwards, and they can counter here. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Boxall. Moved on forwards, cuts out the pass. And it's played forward. Well timed, excellent interception. Wood. And he's well positioned here. That has been knocked clear. And that is out of play. Aim forwards. That has been cut short. Boxall. Oh, this looks sharp. Boxall. Rue. New Zealand ran themselves into the proverbial cul-de-sac there. It's a quick ball upfield. Tries to get it clear. Could move up a gear here. Moved on forwards. And he thumps it clear. And here comes the corner. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do.
Now it's Taremi. Taremi powering forward here.
He's gone down, but the referee just tells him to get back up again. Played with finesse. He's got plenty of space out wide here. Can he get onto this? Taremi, and the counter is on. Taremi. Nice looking ball. Cleared away. And it's hoisted clear. Boxall gets it away. Can he finish?
Well, to put it this way, he's probably made better decisions.
Kakachi. Spread out to the left. The less said about that pass, the better. That's good pressure, good intensity.
Well, they seem intent on marking him out of the game. They're certainly trying to wind him up in the process, Peter.
Iran still chasing a one-goal deficit here. Wood knocks it out wide. That's really well manoeuvred. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. And it's played forward. Boxall cuts it out. Boxall forwards and with intent. Taremi chasing after it. That has been cut short. It's a throw-in. Oh, a delicate chip through. And it's hoisted clear. Thomas. Kakachi. Oh, played through for the wide man. There's no flag. Chance here to counter. Thomas did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. It's an inviting looking ball, that. Boxall gets across to intercept that. Thomas aimed forwards. That's a nicely weighted pass. Roux. Almost an hour gone. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, the time has arrived to start taking risks. They may well be happy just to level this.
succumbs to the pressure. That's really well manoeuvred.
Well, the moans and groans from the stands now are very audible.
Thomas. Cross goes in there. Up he goes! That is clearly not the outcome he wanted.
Iran, well, the manager clearly has to react to this and tactically change what's happening. It's too easy for them to get in.
And here's Taremi. Kakachi cuts out the pass. Boxall is onto it in a flash. Have it back and can go again. And he's on his way. Taremi! Showing good feet. He's got options in the box if he gets his head up. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Thomas. There's the shot! Big relief, it just needed better contact.
Well, it was going to take something a bit special from there, and that wasn't it.
Rue. Thomas. Oh, good spread. Has a look and plays it forward. Rue. Out to the right. That has found him in acres of space.
Iran really are going about things in the right fashion, Peter. It's great to see.
They're coming again and again.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
And here's Taremi. Nicely intercepted. It's really well cleared. Rue. Wood. Delicate ball, and it needs to be. It's come to nothing. Out to the left it goes. Now here's the delivery. That's too far for anyone. Rue. And he's making progress on the ball. Nice control. He has found the way through. Crossed into the box. A header! Oh, he's got that completely wrong. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Rue. Goes down, but nothing given. Rue.
Wood. Moved on forwards. Keeper's got good distance on that. Played out to the right. Roux. New Zealand have a free kick.
Well, it was deliberate, it was cynical, and you have to understand the frustration of being denied a clear opportunity, but it had to be done.
There could be trouble here, but for now the referee is keeping his cards in his pocket. No way through, so back it comes. That's really well manoeuvred. Some good work on the right flank here. Hit into the middle. Roux. Does really well to win the ball there. Taremi, now he's off and running. Ball's gone out of play. Boxall played over towards the opposite flank. Aim forwards.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
It's run loose here. Thomas showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Now it's Taremi. Oh, that's really good play on the right. He's driving forward. Thomas gets it away. Boxall. Boxall, gently done. And it's played forward. And he cuts out the supply. Taremi! Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. Out to the right. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Clears it away. Aim forwards, played into space out wide, and he's managed to get free. Aimed in towards the centre.
Really has the confidence and skill to be able to hold the ball up like that until support arrives a little sooner, and just maybe there he overdid it slightly and should have released it because the support was arriving quickly.
And here's Taremi.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
Calmly anticipates. Taremi looks to get on the end of this.
Iran really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
Thomas. Plenty waiting in the middle. He is just caressing the ball. Kakachi opts to play it. Shapes to shoot! Oh, that should have been two.
Just got too eager there, I think, Peter. Had half an eye on the two-goal cushion.
Rude. Wood played out towards the right wing. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
Excellent challenge there, uncompromising.
New Zealand surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
Thomas. Kakachi. Nice physical challenge. Moved on forwards. Taremi. Oh, good spread. Oh, that's neat. Good ball, good take. Time to deliver. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off.
Iran really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it.
He's shifting through the gears here.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
Kakachi. That's really well manoeuvred. Done delicately. Kakachi tries to clear. Cleared away.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
That is a great pick out. That has been knocked clear.
New Zealand clearly have been instructed to kill this off. Offence is the best form of defence.
Taremi. Thinks one through. Over to the left. Oh, they could be caught out here. Yeah, he's fouled him there.
Thomas. And he's on a charge. He's looking unstoppable. Well played. Important challenge, that.
New Zealand surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
Quality ball. Taremi, now he's off and running. He's in a great position here.
Iran really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
Kakachi. Just 5 minutes remaining now.
This usually is the time teams go into conservation mode.
Thomas. Wood. Out to the left it goes. Out towards the flank. He's had a shot! Oh, such a clever touch. Oh, it's come loose. Played out to the right. Lovely feet. Chance for a cross, maybe now or never. And they've got rid. And that's been won straight back. Aim forwards. Dealt with nicely by the defence.
I think we're about to see a frenetic finish. No half measures from here.
Kakachi. That's really well manoeuvred. Boxall. Thomas. Kakachi. Thomas. Moved on forwards.
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
And it's played forward. Well read, nice interception. Rue. Thomas. That's really well manoeuvred. It's a great gallop down the right-hand side. It's gone out for a throw-in. Now it's Wood. Oh, that's a fine challenge. And that is that. Well, that was tense. The two parties separated by the game's only really meaningful moment. Intriguing for the neutrals, unbearable, sometimes unwatchable for those with a vested interest. How do you look back on the game then, Jim?
Well, the way the manager has stormed down the tunnel lends itself to an almighty telling off for such a timid, docile display.
Many thanks to Jim, and with that, it is a very good night to you.
and gentlemen, please join me in wishing a happy wedding anniversary to one of our fan club